good?
I'm good. I can't complain. Are you fabulous?
I'm good. Thank you for inviting us to your space. I'm glad to see the magic, actually. It's quite nice to see you all
The
getting
process.
Yeah. How has the stress been?
I haven't slept in 2 weeks. I have had so much anxiety. Oh, it's stressing me. I've had anxiety for 2 weeks. I haven't slept.
For 2 weeks straight. What is stressing you so much?
Like the coordination of everything, because like I think this is the first time also everything is not done in house, so I can't exactly be like it's my fault that we're like not getting what we need to get. We need to, so it's a coordination of the PR, the talent, myself, Nomfonelo. It's like a lot of us. So a lot of us is like there's so many moving pieces and so many collaborators this year that it gives me anxiety.
So basically, you're stressed about knowing if you know what's okay. This is there, that is there.
Yes, because everything is done in house. Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, the one day Pupo delayed us, didn't come for fittings. Then when he did come for fittings, I wasn't around. He changed something that will now affect the jeweler. So and then it affecting the jeweler is affecting the timeline is affecting the photographer is affecting the location for the content shoot. So many things spiral out of control.
But I think because Batsy there's always a first time for everything. Maybe this is teaching you something.
Yes, it is. It actually is. It actually is. Like I also didn't know that like laser cutting takes 10 days.
Oh.
I thought she just cuts it there at her studio herself. She just chops it up with the jewelry there and then we're done. But she's like, no, I need to take it to a laser cutter plus minus 10 days. So it's like more time management than anything.
Do you think it's also adding to your growth as a designer, business person?
It is, because I'm learning so much I didn't know about the jewelry and the gold industry, and I'm learning a lot. Learning a lot.
Okay. You mentioned gold, and the theme for Durban July this year is Models of Mzansi.
Yes.
And people, when they were talking, they also included, gold, minerals, and whatever. How are you interpreting the theme?
I'm interpreting the theme exactly like that. I think an iconic young fashion designer once said on a reality TV show when he sent out a pair of sandals that were dripping in diamonds and the theme was tribal. And everybody was like, oh, it's not tribal. What do you mean? It's not tribal, it's diamonds. And I was like, but Africa is the birthplace of diamonds. So how is that not tribal? So that iconic designer happens to be Siphosihle Masango.
I knew it. I just knew it. Because
and so it's just playing again on that narrative is that like I feel like as Africans we just don't appreciate and celebrate enough what the West has told us belongs to the West when actually belongs to Africans. So I wanted to celebrate our mineral wealth, gold, shiny stones, and then little touches on my own Ndebele heritage. I think what better way to celebrate the Rainbow Nation than with the most colorful of cultures, which is Ndebele. I'm Ndebele, so those are the plays I wanted to say. So when I'm celebrating the marvels of Mzansi, I'm celebrating the mine workers who go out and dig the gold for us. It's such a huge marvel. Celebrating Esther Mahlangu, my favorite artist.
She's in my thought right now.
She is one of my favorite artists. How do you celebrate Mzansi, the Rainbow Nation, without Esther? I mean, hello. So yeah, those are the processes and elements that I am in the space of right now with Marvels of Mzansi.
And you've dressed a lot of people for Durban July. You've interpreted different things and whatever. How are you finding this one? Is it challenging? But also because Umdebe, they add gold and whatever. Like, is it too easy for you this time?
No, I don't think it's too easy. It definitely is always going to be a challenge. Because also remember that as much as I'm the designer and I'm the creative, like I said, with this project we have a lot of collaborative elements. So it's both the talent, it's myself, it is our fabulous jeweler. So it is more collaborative. Sometimes you have to let go and let the process develop and become what it needs to become. cannot tell you how many times these designs have changed.
So,
They have changed so many times. From I think you can see the original sketch, and then what's in front of you is totally different because like we had to adapt, we had to be collaborative and malleable. So it was a bit of a challenge, but I'm enjoying the process.
okay, when did the process start? Because you're dressing quite a few people.
I think the process started when the theme was announced. We
Okay.
started the process when the theme was announced. It's just a matter of having people confirm and coordinate and pitch the ideas. So when the theme was announced, that's when we originally started speaking, started reaching out, and started talking to everybody who's going to be collaborating in this process and all the talent and so forth. And you know what it's like with talent. I mean, some talents even fall off the way because they just don't get the vision. I mean, I think I was working with Jessica Ngosi. We're supposed to do we've done her pre-shoot, and then we're supposed to do her actual thing, and then she just didn't get the vision. She was just like, I don't see it, and then she fell off the way. So it's a journey, So it's collaborative. So like when I with Miss got it right away. She was like, "Oh yes, this is fresh. I like it. I'm going with this. Yes, let's go." Do me Gogo's Koteni. Well, generally, I think that is just easy because she just trusts me.
Okay, all right.
So Gogo just goes like, "Yeah, babes, go knock yourself out." She trusts me. Pupo was also a collaborative effort because like we had to, because like I said, it's collaborative because they have to wear the clothes and they have to wear it well. So hence it tends to, yeah.
And I'm already thinking how, because the Popo is a stylist, of course, I'm
Yes.
already thinking how he's going to, take your interpretation and then style it in his own way.
He
Have you
also
guys
delayed.
discussed that
He
yet?
delayed us. He delayed us. He came and changed the whole thing.
Oh, I can imagine.
Ah.
I can imagine.
But no, Shem, we have spoken about it. We've spoken about his look and interpreting it and what it is going to entail, tailoring the pants, the cuts, the fits, the very pedantic. But like I said, it's a collaborative effort, and we're very excited.
All right. So tell me, but not revealing too much because this is coming out before they see their
Okay.
actual looks. So tell me, when you look at everybody, because I know that Siphosihle, what you do is you study the person. You want to know their story before you dress them. So now looking at everybody, different personalities,
Very different
right?
personalities.
So tell me, how did you decide? Okay, this is the look I'm going for this one, and I'm going for this one for that person.
Well, of the Miss wanted to be fresh. She wanted to be young. She didn't want anything. She wanted something edgy,
Okay.
still to theme, and she wanted to be able to dance, and then she wanted it short. And obviously, it must always look expensive. It's
Yes.
Masango. But so that was what she said she wanted, and then so we're like, edgy, fresh, young, cool. So like we definitely know what direction we have to go in. When we were talking to Dumi, she was just like, "It's my first Durban July. I want to make a splash. I want to be like, boom, I'm here, and." I'm trusting you because she trusted me for her birthday dress. So she's like, I'm just trusting you. So we went a little bit more glam with her. Also dressing with Pupo, we wanted to. Pupo's always conceptual, so he's like more like, what is the story? So with Pupo, it's mostly is the story of the migrant mine workers. So he's celebrating the masculine men who go underground and get the minerals for us, and it's definitely a very masculine look for Pupo. Let me say it like that, but still very creative, still very him. With Doromongi, Doro is all about the new. She is like,
Oh yeah.
she never wants it to be the same. She never wants it to be what anyone has ever done. So she came and I was like, this is what I'm thinking, this is what I'm doing. She's like, no, I've seen this 10 years ago. The girls are doing this. I don't want this. So she's always all about the new. So her dress literally is very far from the capsule.
Okay.
Because I think like as a designer, you get into a space and in a mode where you have a capsule of the season and what your aesthetic is currently, until you get into something else. So with Doro, it was just, she's like, no, I want it totally out of the box, totally new. I want us to be celebrating Betty Warriors. So with Doro, we're celebrating Betty Warriors. I don't remember what she said they're called, but she did explain.
All right.
Yeah, so exactly. It's a learning. Yeah, it's a learning collab. So yeah, so with Doro, it's totally out of the box. Something that like I've also just was a challenge for me. Like every single year, she always challenges me. Last year, she wanted me to make a resin dress. This year, it's a dress.
That you remember.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Okay.
but I'm excited.
And as Umdebele, you make sure, obviously, that there's gonna be that thing. It's Lalela, it's Masango.
Yes.
It's Masango, and the story of the brand is you learned from your grandmother,
Yeah.
and then you had to. Kancane nje kubonakala ukuthi okay, le brand le represent amaNdebele,
Exactly.
So, are you seeing that?
We're definitely seeing that. I mean, I think like I can show you in like one of these gorgeous pieces. I mean,
The design.
distinctively Ndebele. You cannot miss it. So, yeah, it's in pieces like this that you should be looking out for. And you'll know that it's saying Basang. Yeah.
And you know what I love about the looks, man? I'm single. I care. Because we have been stressed with 3D. We have been stressed. Why have we not gotten into that bandwagon?
I think it's resources of South Africa. Like I was speaking to Unomfule about it. She was telling me that like we have all these minerals and all of these things, and then as South African designers, then we take the designs, go get them made in China, then China resells them back to us, and so it's challenging in every single industry. I guess I think it's also how do I put it? It's more challenging in terms of like not resources because we've got the resources. I think the machinery is a problem. So like I don't know, 10 days. I mean, we cannot be laser cutting. We cannot be laser cutting for 10 days, because I mean, one of my mentors once said to me, actually, we cannot compete with China because China works at a exponential rate. Like you can order something today in China and get it tomorrow. So clearly it must be an issue of machinery with us, that we have the resources, we just don't have the machinery and the technology. We don't have the technology to assist in making this great art innovative, faster, easily accessible. And so hence I suppose then we constantly sending to China and then have China send it back to us. And it's not kawata in the long run. But that's why we must push to have our own artisans do these things and support local, buy local, do local. Because like if we do local and we support local and we buy local, we're creating jobs, and the jobs stay here. So yes, it'll be a little bit more pricier, but it'll be worth it in the long run. Yes.
You know what? I can't let you go as a designer because there's a theme, and most of the time people get them wrong. The do's and don'ts for models of Mzansi. What would you say?
I think people must just not get caught up in African print.
Okay.
I think the theme is a very broad theme, and you can play with it. I mean, if we're celebrating the Rainbow Nation, I mean, like I said, there's a lot of things that you can play in and interpret. One of our marvels of Mzansi is the jacaranda tree. We have when all of Pretoria turns purple, you could celebrate that. One of the marvels of Mzansi are the Soweto Towers. We have our national flower, which is the protea. One of our marvels, the Springboks. A rugby team. You could celebrate that. So I think with this theme, thinking out the box, don't get caught up with African print.
Exactly.
Marvels of Mzansi doesn't necessarily mean, hey, give us African print. I also do love the play on words of Marvels of Mzansi, because as we all know the franchise, the Marvels, the superheroes, things that are supernatural, like that is a Marvel, right? So I do like the double entendre on Marvels of Mzansi, Marvels superheroes. It is quite a cute play on words, So don't be scared, man. But I just think more than anything with this theme, be conceptual, be intentional, celebrate a marvel of Mzansi. Don't just give us African print. Yo, guys, it's not. We're
They really
more.
emphasize that.
No, because like I feel like that's what just everybody just feels like that's the theme. It's African print.
Also, I've seen quite a few videos of people who are in partnership with Hollywoods, who are like telling us that, okay, this is the thing. All they had were the prints, African prints. I'm like, is that what you're going to
I see Mcimbi, guys. We're not just. I see Mcimbi. We're going to go celebrate fashion. We're going to go celebrate art.
Yeah.
We're going to celebrate luxury. So it doesn't necessarily mean Mcimbi.
Mm-hmm.
We're also not saying don't do African print, but we're just saying like think a little bit more
Don't
outside.
delve in.
Yeah, don't live
Yeah.
in that space. Think more outside of the box. Just think of like they were saying, marvels of Mzansi, things that make Mzansi marvelous. We've got so many things. I mean, in one of our looks that we're doing for Sai Bougie, we're celebrating womanhood. As South Africa, we're celebrating South African women. Like I said, with people, we're touching on the migrant workers who had to leave their families to come build this economy, right? Through gold and mining and so forth. We're celebrating Winnie Madikizela Mandela.
Yeah.
She's a marvel of Mzansi. Strong women. Women who've shaped history, So think more outside of the box. Challenge us, inspire us. See that actually have imcimbi wonke igini kaya siyibonile African sayazi. Yes, I mean it's a marvel. The word marvel. Such a big word, supernatural, huge, marvelous, spectacular, inspiring. So
Sorry. Giving Latin twist. Is it gonna get better this week, or do you think it's gonna get
it's getting
worse?
worse because now we need to shoot the content.
Oh, God.
So we've done the looks, we have the jewelry, we've got the amazing product. Now we need to shoot the talent. We need to shoot the content. And if you know anything about managing talent,
Oh, Sana. Oh, Sana, I've been there. I've been there.
if you know anything about coordinating talent, photographers, studios, styling, all of those moving chess pieces. Son, I'm still not gonna sleep. I'm supposed to have my press release and everything done by Thursday. It's already looking like it's Friday.
That's why you said, no, it's not Monday today.
Yeah, because I don't even know what day of the week it is anymore. I don't know.
But
I have not
you still
slept.
look gorgeous. Your face.
You can't look like your problems.
You look like you get 10 hours of sleep.
You can't look like your problems, but I try.
Okay. And do we look forward to seeing you, Marvelous?
Do we look forward to seeing me, Marvelous? We hope.
Oh my God.
But I'll be there.
Okay.
As long as my talent looks good. Yes. That's all that matters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you're looking forward to for Durban July?
Um,
Besides the fashion.
I mean, I always look forward to. I think also I look forward for the cultural exchange. It's nice to get out of Johannesburg and be at eThekwini, be with Durbanites, the culture, the vibe, the ambience, and also I do look forward to resting in Durban.
Oh, are you gonna rest though?
We're gonna be at the beach.
Okay.
I'm gonna enjoy the beach. When I holiday, I holiday.
Alright.
Yes,
Because I'm asking this because when I went to Kolisai, they won't be meeting you there.
No. This year we
we
have made it so that everyone gets their dress. Ahambe bayozigcokisa. Nami, I also want to go bet on a horse or two. Maybe make some money.
Okay, alright.
Yes.
Alright, no, thank you so much for the time.
Pleasure.
Beautiful designs.
Thank
I can
you.
tell that they are going to look amazing. These are so gorgeous. Love them.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have fun.
Will do. Thank you.